Pay attention, creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yeah, Poopy Square. The Playable Characters Podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Playable Characters Podcast.
Yes.
I am Brian.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Olip.
What's up?
Nothing. We're on the fourth of our four podcast recordings in a row.
No, we do these every
energetic.
week.
Oh, no, it's every week.
We do one a week.
We do one a week live.
Don't say that.
And then we send it straight to you.
Yeah. We try to do a bunch in a row because who cares?
I'm
Anyway.
feeling good, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this guest.
It's an amazing guest.
Very wonderful.
Before we get to the guest, though, real quick, guys, rate us on iTunes and Stitcher and all those things, and email us and tweet us.
Yeah, give us 5 stars, write a review. All that stuff is great, please.
Yeah.
It's
at Playable Podcast on Twitter, playablepodcast@gmail.com. And that's it. We're on Facebook, too. Just search for Playable
also
Characters
Facebook,
Podcast. Interact with everybody. Mainly just us. But this guest is going to be awesome. I can't wait to speak to them. Again, can't believe we got him in the studio.
Yeah.
He knows a video game legend, I guess we can say.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked with her.
He's worked with her
Worked with her.
many times. It's I actually don't know his name, but it's a
Doctor or something.
A doctor.
Yeah.
It's a
Physician.
Dr. Enver Hanser from Austria.
Doctor. What?
And you can just call me Dr. N. Hanser.
Doctor Enhancer.
Oh.
So you work almost exclusively with Lara Croft.
Yes, Lara Croft and I have had a relationship now for some years. Now exclusively over the course of the last 4.
Wow.
We met maybe 15 years ago, and
15 years.
Yes, I was at the time. I was mostly doing breast enhancements for trophy wives and things of this nature, and women who are tired and not wanting to be happy with their body or their life and needed a change, and then their husbands would pay for these things and they would get some use of them, and also the woman's other partners would get use of these things. So and then Lara came in there because she had a breast injury, and initially it was just to
An injury.
augment the breast. Yeah, it was an arrow, and it was just to augment the breast to make it the same size as the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
she lost some.
Yes, there was some problem.
Okay, so this is like 15 years ago. So she was all kind of polygons still back then.
She
right?
was natural at first.
Very
She was all
pointy?
natural?
Yeah, was that?
I think everybody starts off natural. I don't know.
Right.
When I saw her, yes.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So then what happened after that? Like she came back a few times. or
Yeah, I think now she's addicted to the surgeries.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. She needs them in order to feel like a whole human being.
Wow.
And I am happy to oblige her and take advantage of her situation.
Yes. Well, she's very rich, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
as this is
She does have a mansion.
she finds many collectibles and golds,
Yeah.
and,
Artifacts, if you
artifacts
will.
and things, right? And so I get my payment through usually in gold coins.
Wow.
Wow. She pays you in treasure.
Treasures, yes.
That's pretty. I mean,
How do you report that income?
Yeah, maybe we should shift the focus of the
Yes,
of the
yes.
conversation.
I think he does. Wow.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing a medallion now.
Yes.
So did she give you that?
No, this was actually given to me as a Father's Day present. It's not real.
Oh.
It's sentimental.
That's
Oh, I
interesting.
see,
Okay.
I see.
So
Gotcha.
what made you decide that breast enhancement was your calling as a doctor?
My mother was a nurse, and my father was the owner of a strip joint. So I felt like there was a good way to
Yes.
amalgamate those two things, and my love for my mother and helping people and breasts. So
Those things together.
yes, those two things together. It's funny because initially it was cosmetic for Lara, but now we've moved to sort of a new phase. Her breasts are a part of her armor now, almost.
What?
Really?
They're bulletproof. Her breasts.
Wow.
They're soft, but they're still soft and maintain like a good feel in your mouth. Not that I would know about the mouth, but
What's the
but
composition?
also it's the composition. I'm glad you asked. It's like the substance that flubber is made of,
I know, flubber.
but it's not alive.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you play the game with Lara. I mean, she gets shot up 100 times and she's still
Mhm.
running around. So I guess that's
Without a vest.
Wow.
Thanks to
Have
you.
you ever seen her with a vest?
No,
Never.
she
No.
doesn't wear a vest.
She
Never.
wears like a coat when it gets cold. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's it. No, there's nothing but goose down feathers in that coat.
Yeah.
All of the protection is the breast.
It's the
Wow.
breast.
I mean, she looks
For
amazing.
her heart.
now
If she
for-
takes a bullet in the stomach, it's a different physician, but the breast is me.
that's all you.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Did you
she,
develop the formula for this composition, or
Mm-mm. Oh, stolen.
Oh, it's actually flubber. It's real flubber.
Right. No, but not. I mean, it's not real flubber. The medical name is too much for you to process. I mean,
right.
I don't want to. Really want to get started into hexagons and.
right.
Right.
Well, it's just easiest to explain flubber. I know this is your podcast listeners are probably morons. So
Right.
let's just keep it to that, please.
All right. So Lara is made of flubber.
No, just her breast.
Just
her
her breast,
of
sorry.
her-
It's her breast.
Just the breast. Yeah. So she probably tries to deflect stuff with her breast. then,
She's
I
like
guess.
Wonder Woman.
I think
She
so.
probably
Yeah.
wants to get shot in the breast at this
And
point.
she'd probably at this point be aiming to get shown the
Yeah.
breast if
Yeah.
she had an option between the breast or the ass.
Wow. Did
So
did you-
do you do the ass as well, or is that somebody else?
That's no. That's she wanted to keep her ass her own, even though I think it would probably be good defense. But
I mean, I might get flubber everywhere if I could afford it. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
Just get like flubber. Then you'd be invincible, sort of.
I guess.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like ass flubber would be pretty safe. It's helpful.
Yeah. Especially if you're gonna fall from heights as she's doing and stuff like
Mhm.
that. You know.
listen, maybe you should try and convince her because I've made these same arguments to her,
She won't do it.
trying to. But people are stubborn.
All right. So did you do any? I mean, Lara's a huge client, and you said that you're
Mhm.
you're exclusive with her now.
Yes.
And you can still run your practice with just because she gets a lot of work done.
Yeah,
Yes.
I travel with her as
You go to
for-
the islands and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, for the most part, I do that because she gets if she does get hit in the tit
Right.
and the flubber is punctured, the flubber cannot. If it gets into the rest of her body, it would poison her
Oh.
fairly
Oh.
quickly. So I'm very close.
You're on
usually.
call.
That's good.
Yeah, actually,
It's kind of dangerous, isn't it? Because she's,
Yes.
you're
Worth
Yes.
it.
Have you ever
to
had
go-
any ethics violations, or?
we don't internationally. We operate internationally. I'm actually licensed over the ocean.
Really,
So
just
that
the
there's-
ocean.
Which ocean? Any
so
ocean?
that any ocean,
Any ocean.
it's much easier to get things done. And I'm actually here for a conference, and there's a big conference going on, and I'm trying to buy some things on the black market. So
Wait, what? Okay.
So you do your conferences on land, but your surgery's on the ocean.
well, I'm licensed over the ocean.
You're
I mean, you have
licensed on
to.
the ocean, right.
You have, we have to do emergency surgery. Her upkeep is, generally done on a yacht, but emergently you have to do what you have to do, and sometimes you have to violate things.
It's it's like every day.
Laws, not her
Right.
person.
Right, laws,
Yeah.
yes.
I've gotten close to her while she's under anesthetic, like just my mouth very close to her mouth, but I never wanted to break any professional.
Right.
Right. Yes.
You
You
don't
know.
cross that line.
Yeah,
That's a
of
very
course.
like weird Sleeping Beauty kind of
It-
moment.
yeah,
Yes.
I guess I could
Almost,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
So now, were there any other maybe famous clients before her any other video game characters, or
Yeah.
was it? You're just doing the trophy wives. Was there anybody else?
No, there was a moment where Jessica Rabbit was going to come in
Oh,
and have
wow.
some work done, and it just never happened. So
Yeah, she could just be like erased, I guess, and
yeah.
drawn over. So
Well,
no, I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor.
well, yeah. That's again. That's not. I don't want to bog you down with details.
You said that you have a daughter. Would you want your daughter to grow up to be a treasure hunter with flubber armor?
I would like to keep, absolutely, a flubber chastity belt for my daughter. So if
Oh.
anything that goes near would just be repelled immediately, and
Just crushed.
yes, until
That seems kind of cruel.
until she figured out a balance between drinking and having sex. Maybe
right,
maybe in her
yes,
20s.
right.
And-
How old is she now?
4.
She's got some time. I
So
hope.
wait, so you've already put the chastity belt on her?
No,
Or
no,
Okay,
no.
all right.
That's in a case.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's good.
It's like Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Okay. Either.
Well,
And
I-
have you ever thought about working with other characters? I mean, I'm sure there's some Street Fighter characters or some Mortal Kombat characters who may need.
Of course, I would not. I would work with anybody who would, if I was on a different schedule, of course, and I wasn't sort of contracted to take care of Laura, whose breasts are a big upkeep. I would be happy to work with whoever needed my assistants and had the money and the time or whatever.
I've noticed.
If your name gets out there, like,
Yeah,
oh,
it probably
Laura's
does.
doctor is the best. We got to get him, but you're tied down.
Yeah, well, if there's ever a time when I'm not tied down, then I'll be available to them.
Now, is there upkeep? I mean, you're there on call. Is it every day, every night when she gets back, or every week? Do you have to do a little touch up? Or
There's the weekly exam just to make sure everything's in place. I don't touch the nipple ever, no, never
Never
the
touch
nipple.
the nipple. Right.
No,
That's professional.
Yes.
Right, that's right. But you just feel that sometimes if it's a little softer, occasionally you might see like a little green leak under the skin, and then you have to work fast. And but weekly checkups, month to month. We're probably putting new tits in her every 3 times a year, probably.
Oh wow.
Do you just wait on the boat while she does her stuff, and then
Yeah, what
she
do you
comes
do
back
all
on the
day?
boat?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I like insects.
insects.
Insects,
Okay.
not incest. Insects. We're on these islands. It's a hobby of mine. But also, she takes a little regular Botox touch up and just some things, a little injection around the eyes and the mouth. And,
Oh, so you do Botox as well?
and the labia, of course.
I was wondering.
Yes.
That is nothing. Botox is nothing. To do that is,
Anybody could do it.
it's like asking a barber to do a beard trim.
Right.
They get
Oh, okay.
women get Botox in the labia. I didn't know that. Or is
Yeah.
it just a Lara specialty?
No. Lots of women do this, of course.
Didn't know.
Just to keep them.
To plump it up, you had to keep them straight.
Right.
And,
Okay.
I
I
Wow.
mean,
didn't
it
know that
makes sense.
curvy labia was a problem.
it's not. Listen, it's all...
Well, not
most.
anymore.
It's subjective.
It's subjective. It's how do you feel about your labia when you're looking in the mirror, and if it makes you feel a particular
In
way.
the mirror that's on the ground.
Nobody needs.
Right.
Very few people
In
need
an upskirt.
plastic surgery, but it's
Yeah.
how you feel. It's only people whose face have been mauled off by a monkey who actually need the
true.
surgery. Everybody else is just how you feel on the inside. We try to make your insides and your outsides match up.
So they just get it for fun, a lot of these people. And then Laura, like you said,
Became addicted to
I
the
guess sort of
surgery.
addicted, yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed that she's gone. Her breasts have gotten smaller over the years. More, I guess. In the beginning they were rather large, and now they're more like a moderate size. I don't know, a C or something now.
Yeah.
Is that just to keep up with trends? What is why is she?
I think
changing?
some of it is just movement.
Climbing trees.
climbing
Got these
trees,
big things in the way.
mountains, things like this. There was a lot when the tits were bigger. There was a lot of scraping and
Right.
which didn't affect the implant. The flubber is new. The flubber has been the C cup flubbers. But when she had the bigger tits before, the scraping, and it was just much more maintenance. So it's just easier for her. And I think she's actually more confident as a person, so she doesn't need to overcompete with this.
Right.
With
She
the
knows
larger
she's a big
tits.
star now, so
she's
it's
a
not
big.
just.
Yeah, she's a big star. She knows who she is. All this stuff.
Did you work on Angelina Jolie's breasts for the movie? Did you do any work on her to make sure they were the same?
The fake Lara.
I
Croft, yeah.
consulted actually.
consulted?
okay.
Okay.
I consulted on that. I didn't actually work on it.
You work with another doctor or something? That's how you just go in and say, okay, these look good, and then you just get out of there? Kind of thing?
No, I just this is the size and the feel, and just hovered around the viewing room a little bit. And free coffee,
Free
That's not bad.
coffee on the set.
great coffee in that place.
Yeah.
Well, actually, like Angelina got her breasts taken out, right? She got the mastectomy, so double.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
That was
so they're all
after.
gone now. All that work that was done.
Yeah, that's.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She has a cancer risk, and
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
not very funny, but
I
I thought I'd
don't-
bring it up for the
well?
podcast.
Just a little inside tip. There was not a cancer risk. She just said that because she wanted to get bigger tits, and if she put the cancer thing in front of it, then it would seem like it was an empowering
Oh,
thing. But
wow.
she's a vain, empty person.
Right.
Didn't we learn something new every day
Yeah, seriously.
on the podcast?
Incredible.
Interesting.
Well,
So have you ever been shot at by any of the mercenaries? Because you said, you go with Lara and then you are at the boat or whatever.
no, a couple of times, she's trying to get back to the boat, and there's things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so deep in the boat, I'm not even. If she was like, throw me a rope, she would die. I'm not there for that. That's not a part of why
Right,
I'm
you
there.
won't-
I
just
couldn't
won't do
help
it.
them. I would probably be more harmed than good, and be in harm's way, and maybe she'd get killed trying to take care of me. I'd take care of her breasts. That's it.
Yeah, you're there for one reason.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
Yeah.
like
She has other goons, and
Right.
you know.
She's got her other
Morons.
people. Yeah,
What was
a lot of morons around.
Do you have like a favorite artifact or something she's given you over the years? Was there something to like as payment, or you got a lot of gold? You said. Was there anything else that you were just like, oh, this is cool?
Oh yeah, there was the skull of a child one time that.
Really?
Yeah, at first I thought it was a monkey, and then it was the skull of a child, and I thought that was interesting. And it's an ashtray at home.
Just what child? What did she? She didn't kill the kid, probably.
No.
No. She
Okay.
found it. I think the child was probably a sex slave from some god.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
She thought you'd like it.
thousands of years
She
ago.
thought that would be.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
she
she didn't know the child was a sex slave. It was through some
You figured it out.
we had it tested
A
and
little research.
Oh, okay.
it's like a ancestry DNA
Right.
thing for the skull.
And so
And there was
Ancestry.com is like, you are related to this.
yes,
Sex slave.
sex slave
sun
god.
yes,
sex slave.
yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Didn't know they could do that.
So, what have been the best and worst locales you've been to?
The coast of South America is very beautiful. The coast of Brazil is always very nice, and then anywhere in the Baltics is shit. So
Right.
stay away. I don't go inland that often. If it's a city with a brothel or something, of course. But but generally speaking, those are nice. And then you get to go to some regular towns every once in a while. She'll be going to speak at some archaeology convention in London, and I sort of have a couple of days to myself. And she'll be at a conference, very low cut dress, showing my work off. I just make sure that they're looking well, and then I just go into town and backpack a little bit.
Play with bugs.
Play with see some if there's
Do you ever
an
get
exhibit.
credit for your work? Do people say like, "Oh, good job, Dr. Hanser," or anything like that?
I don't think so. And when these young men are jacking off, I don't think that they're thinking of the doctor who made those.
No, I mean not from them, but
tits
I
or
mean,
anything.
people in the industry, the
Yeah.
people who make the games.
Oh, some accolades.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's got to be a coveted gig. To
listen,
get
it's
out
a
of it.
sure, but it's a it's a little bit of an unsung hero, and it's fine. You don't do the work for that. You do the work because you love the work, and you love. Well, I've come to love Lara, and it's fulfilling, and I don't need more than the gold coins and the fact that I know her tits look great. That's all I need.
Yeah.
You're almost like a member of her entourage, like a coach or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, I'm on the.
Or like LeBron James has a guy who like a
Right.
physical therapist or something. You like that?
Yeah, his
kinda like that.
nutritionist is top
That's
of the
kinda-
line, and a very integral part. Nobody ever credits LeBron James' nutritionist. That
No.
man's in
Yeah, so you're kinda
phenomenal
behind the
shape.
scenes.
And, but you get to hang out with LeBron James. So
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. What was I going to ask you? Now, with the, you said you like the insects. There's got to be something else you like doing. I mean, you're on a boat
It must be
sometimes
so
for
boring
weeks.
on those islands because
Exactly.
she's usually there on each island or wherever she's at for like.
Maybe getting captured.
Yeah, she gets captured. She's stuck in a tomb, and
well, I mean, there are times when she's captured, or she's supposed to be back Wednesday. It's Friday, and you start saying, "Well, I better find another line of work." Like maybe there's a period where you mourn a little bit and you're worried, but then you're like, "I've got a family, man."
Yeah.
right.
It's if she chose to do this. If she's dead, I have to get the fuck off of this boat.
That's true. She may
know?
ruin your. Yeah. If she gets caught, then you're.
And I listen. I will. I'll find work for sure if she dies, and and. But in that moment, you just what is going to become of you? She's gone. Who knows when she's coming back? Are there going to be looters that come up and down this coast? You don't know.
Pirates, yeah.
Pirates, just other scallywags.
Could you sell some of your artifacts for, to be okay for?
Of
it?
course,
Seems
of
like,
course. I mean, listen. I at this point I could probably be okay on a living modestly with what I've already done and selling
Right.
these things. But it's
they're
how do you
yours.
fill your time? And feel important and like you're contributing.
Yeah.
I could always just almost do charity work and go to the Dominican Republic and give these girls,
Right.
these prostitutes and
Yes.
strippers, tits and asses properly for nothing.
Yes, properly.
If I wanted to, it's the butchers that are there now.
Yes. And they'd be protective, in case they get stabbed.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
I mean, you can't use
Yes.
flubber on every.
That's the thing. I
It's
mean,
expensive, I'm sure.
it's not just that, but if like a flubber bursts open in their tits than and somebody who's not there, who knows what they're doing and knows how to handle
So
that
the
substance.
flubber is bulletproof, but you're always worried about it bursting open. It seems.
It's very unlikely that it's going to burst open under very laborious circumstances. The flubber would burst open.
I wonder if maybe, like you said, you may have to be there. Maybe it's like a one-time deal. They have to know, hey, this is a risk. I'm going to do it for you once, and then after that, you're on your own. So.
Do you tell them that it's like bulletproof flubber breasts?
Well, he doesn't do it yet, but he may.
I mean,
yeah.
listen, I wouldn't just be putting it bulletproof flubber into tits and asses all over the place. You'd have to really be aware. It's like Gizmo. You can't just when at the beginning of the film, he was like, "Be careful with this thing. Here are a couple of rules," and you saw what happened.
Yes.
In that movie. These girls, they have to understand what they're dealing with.
Where do you get the flubber from?
It's made in a lab.
Okay.
I'm not in China. I'm not.
So you don't make it. You just get it.
No, I don't make it. I get it. We brainstormed it, and things were stolen and reverse engineered.
right.
Okay.
There's a lot of stealing in black markets in your world.
Yeah,
Is
of course.
it-
I mean, this.
Especially for a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, are your parents? I mean, is your wife okay with this, or does she? not
Ex-wife.
know? Oh.
She. I don't think she has a problem with the stealing. She doesn't care about how the means are gotten. It's just. I think she sometimes is jealous of my relationship with Lara and how much my hands are on her breasts.
Yeah, I would say so.
Did you guys divorce after or before you started working with Lara?
After there was, years there, basically the beginning of me going on exclusively. She's like, "What about me?" and "What about us?" And I was, "What about us?"
But she appreciates the money and the gold and everything like that, right?
She's taken care of.
Yeah,
She's taken care of.
You ever get worried like one of these artifacts is going to like wake up and like suck you into alternate dimension?
Oh, I don't have anything that. I've got like a couple of old maps. That
I don't know. Laura sometimes finds like these relics that are like magical.
She
I don't
skull,
get.
She might
The
get
child
those.
skull was as and
It's hardcore.
That's like a gag gift kind
yeah,
of.
yes, a dream catcher or something.
Right. Gotcha.
That's it.
Have you ever thought to work with like maybe some like new up and coming some Street Fighter women or some like there's so many small breasted women. I feel like
Not in Street Fighter.
Not in Street Fighter, but I'm saying that could use your help in
How
general.
about Princess
Chun-Li.
Peach?
Chun-Li has had augmentation. Those are not the breasts of an Asian girl.
That's
Those I can tell you that with assurance. I know that's not me, but I know that's
The other guy who did it.
What's
Is that a
so-
secret in the underground?
so when you walk
No.
around, you can tell. Can you tell if someone's had work done? Like from far away, you can say, "Oh, this girl has had some work done." This girl.
It depends on what they're wearing. If it's a loose-fitting garment or a sweater or something, it's can be hard to tell. But generally, if you see a 45-year-old woman with a 22-year-old pair of tits,
that's a
you
good
know.
point. Yeah, you can tell right away.
I don't think she's at the gym just doing pec deck.
Right.
I think you chose such a brave profession as well. I mean, going out there on the road with her all the time, not knowing if she's going to come back. But then she does, and you're working again. I think it's kind of honorable in a way.
Well, are there other doctors with you on the boat? Is there like a face guy?
Yeah, and you said there's a different stomach person. So
Just a general practitioner. He's very boring.
It's a GP.
Yeah, just a GP.
So it's just a couple of doctors on the boat, like hanging out. Well,
yeah, he's a little bit of a prick.
you
He's
guys.
it's a very nerdy guy. Coming from someone who likes insects,
Right.
this guy's
It's pretty.
much
Yeah.
too.
Would you say he's a moron? Probably.
No. He's very very capable, very
Just a little
astute.
boring,
Just
I guess.
Yeah.
just a loser.
So you don't hang out with him on the boat. You got one part of your boat. He's got the other part.
Pretty much, yes. If he's around, I try to avoid him. If I see him down in the
barracks?
kitchen area there, yeah, I'll. I've like spit in his food.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
You get bored and lonely out there, and
You develop intense rivalries.
Resentments
Yeah,
and-
resentments.
sometimes I feel that's usually after I've been drinking. and then you regret. And
Wait,
then,
you're allowed to drink on the boat? I thought you were a doctor.
I mean, I can have a couple of scotches.
Couple.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he's
mean,
just
she's-
waiting. He's on the boat.
She's gone for days sometimes. You know, chasing demons and stuff.
True, but I thought, you had to be on call in case she comes back injured.
She could come. I mean, there's been times where I've had to do something with the. I wouldn't say under the influence. Like I don't think, like if I was pulled over, I don't think I would blow over.
Right.
But
Is that the rule of thumb? As long as you're okay to drive, you can operate.
I think that would make sense to me. I'm not. Yes.
Oh, is this covered under that over ocean license?
Exactly. Yeah.
Who gives out this license?
Sea captains
You know,
generally.
Every boat thing you can just license. You're okay to do surgery on this boat, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, not every Tom, Dick, and Harry can just give out a license, but there's a method to all of this and standard of practices.
Really, it doesn't seem like it, but
This might be a personal question, but you never hear about who Lara's dating or who she's with. She's with men or women or both. We don't hear any of these rumors out in the video game media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if maybe you know.
I've seen her
what
come
she's,
back with men, and you tend not to ask questions, and there are
Right.
signals that maybe you think that they're romantically involved, hand on the lower back or something,
Right,
and then
right.
they go into a room, and sometimes he comes out the next day, and you make your assumptions. I've seen her come back with a woman, and sometimes it's the same thing, and she's a free spirit, Lara is, so I don't know.
I guess she can't be. Her life is very crazy, so she can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't be tied down.
Right. Well, she can be tied down. Literally,
She can be tied out.
she'll
down.
probably
Yeah.
break out of it though.
Literally tied down, but she breaks out of it every time.
She's more of a tire, I would.
Oh,
I would say
oh,
that.
interesting.
Oh, really?
I would.
I could see that.
So where do we go from here? What else? What do you want to tell
Yeah. Do
our
you want
fans
to?
as we wrap it up here? What
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the name of your practice?
Oh,
Does your
yeah.
practice have an official name?
No. It's
It's not really a practice. He's a concierge
yeah,
surgeon. Yeah.
It's just Engvall Hansa, Dr. Engvall Hansa. Dr. If you want to look me up, it's Dr. N Hansa. Weekly blog that you can look
Blog?
up.
What's your
Yeah.
blog?
It's just about breasts and
What's it called? Yeah.
Dr. N Hansa's.
Dr. Enhancer's blog.
Just it's not even the name. Just on my website is the blog.
blog,
And you can come, and sometimes there's a picture of Laura sleeping.
so sometimes.
So it's not Laura. It's a woman who looks remarkably like Laura with the same breasts and a blurred out face. So
Right.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay.
We'll make our own assumptions.
That sounds very legal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want to play the?
Yeah.
You want to play a quick game with us
please.
before we go? Okay. This is
Super happy.
our version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. It's called Wed, Bed, Dead. Okay. So I'll give you 3 names that we put through a random number generator. Beep, bop, boop, beep, beep. And
These are randomly generated, even though we
did
make a fake
all
sound.
randomly.
Yes.
Mm.
That's
One
how
is going to seem really like I planned it, but I didn't. And you'll see it in a second. So the first one we have is Sakura from Street Fighter.
Oh.
Tell us who Sakura is, Calvin, the Street Fighter
Well, she
master.
is 16 years old.
I thought so.
Okay, well,
so
that
that's
really
a bit young.
makes the decision for
Doctor's
us.
nodding
Wow.
his head.
Yeah.
That's not young in Oceanic Law.
She wears kind of like a little sailor boy outfit, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's schoolgirl uniform.
Okay.
It's literally.
Oh, okay.
She's
Schoolgirl,
literally a
sailor
schoolgirl.
boy.
Yes.
The next one is, so we got a Puyo Puyo ball from
What?
Puyo Puyo Tetris. We were just playing that earlier today.
This is Sakura.
If you guys haven't played the new smash hit Puyo Puyo Tetris,
It
Puyo
is a lot
Puyo
of
is
fun.
one of those little balls.
Like pocket pussy almost.
It could be, yes. Almost.
And then the last one we have is one of the original PlayStation mascots, kinda, along with Lara, Spyro the Dragon.
Oh.
Spyro's a little purple dragon.
So
Very interesting list.
who are we
Yes.
going to...
we
So
have
it's
here.
Wed, Bed, Dead.
Yeah. So, Doctor, if you want to
As
take,
always.
if you want to go first. We always let you do the honors. Who would you wed, bed, dead out of this list of?
The same order that you've given it to me. I would wed the 16-year-old, fuck the pocket pussy ball, and kill the dragon, and mount the dragon on my wall.
Wow, and
That's-
mounted.
Wow.
Very decisive.
He was really.
I mean,
He was ready with those answers. You can't argue with that. Why would you marry? Why marry versus? Well, it's hard to say. Why would you marry Sakura and fuck the ball, and not vice versa?
Why not marry the ball?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Ball.
A 16-year-old, you want possession or something like that, I suppose.
Right.
My
oh
goodness.
dear.
He's from the ocean.
She's hot.
Yeah, ocean. It's ocean laws.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything goes. Olive, who would you from this list?
This is tough.
It
This
is.
is tough.
He made a really strong case for the pocket pussy. I wasn't thinking of that.
I mean, I guess now I only think of it as a pocket pussy. It's like a jellyish pocket pussy.
yeah, like we've had the blob from A Boy and His Blob on the
Right.
podcast before
Yeah.
in this situation.
So
But-
okay, so technically in our rules, if you marry someone, you're at like the point in the marriage where you're not really having sex.
You're
right?
not going to have
It's just
sex
like-
that much.
It's like past the honeymoon phase, right?
Does that change your?
Oh,
Answer.
definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Like we think we say no.
I didn't know I was
but
launching into year 10 of this marriage.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think so. I think it's marriage, and eventually you are going to obviously.
No, it's
Bet
year
them,
5 or
but-
year 7 of the marriage.
Yeah.
I think I would also marry Sakura. Here's why.
Okay.
I won't consummate the marriage. I'll
Okay,
I'll
good.
let her age up into it,
Hey, Joe.
and then maybe when I'm like 45, she's like 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. That's perfect.
Is it?
It sounds
her?
perfect. Yeah, not for her, but whatever. I'm not inside her head. I don't know what
She's
she's
counting
thinking.
down the days until he's 70.
All right.
I mean, I can't fuck the dragon, right? So,
You
Well.
could for the story.
you're really about stories.
Why? It'd be
Yeah,
like,
what
what was the
is it
craziest you've
you-
ever done? You got a story the rest of your
I'm not
life.
gonna talk about fucking a
I fucked a
dragon.
dragon.
I will
once.
never talk about fucking
You
a
get a
dragon.
lot of street cred and respect for that.
I
think.
highly doubt that. I would get a lot
Is Spyro a woman or a man?
Spyro's a guy.
He's a
It's
dude.
guy. It's
Definitely a guy. A male dragon.
Well, it's like
Gay-
Figment's kind of from Epcot Center.
Gay dragon sex.
He's a happy dragon.
I guess I gotta kill the dragon. I just gotta go with
kill the
Dr.
dragon,
Enhancer
huh?
here
Okay.
and go the same way because you fuck the pollo, right? Because it's just a ball of gel. You do what you gotta do and you throw it away.
like flubber.
right?
Like flubber,
Yeah, like
right?
it's like flubber.
Yeah.
You would just use it and lose it? That boy
Yeah,
might have feelings.
it's not sentient. It's just a
Yeah, it has eyes.
well, not what I'm trying
It better close its eyes.
Wow. Oh my goodness. All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
to. Okay.
This took a
Okay.
turn. A very sad turn.
I'm gonna wed Spyro. I'm gonna marry a dragon.
Okay.
Who doesn't want a dragon?
Oh
around all
my
the
god,
time?
is the dragon going to protect you?
Maybe, but it's a fucking dragon.
The dragon is like 3 feet tall.
Did you have traffic getting here today?
Yes.
You'll never have traffic ever again.
You cannot
The
ride a 3
rest of-
foot. Brian, a 3 foot dragon will not support
I'll
you.
No.
feed him. He'll grow
Yeah.
to be a bigger
It's
dragon.
like Game of Thrones. They grow.
They're
Spoiler alert.
huge.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You know, like I have a fucking dragon around. People are gonna come over. Oh, it's so cool to see your dragon. I think that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna marry the dragon.
Okay. You can make
Be-
money
be-
off it. Yeah.
Publicly or privately? Is this going to be?
You know
like-
what? Maybe make it public and get some cash out of it. Maybe make it a publicized event, advertise. You know, sell some sponsorship.
Great for this podcast.
Yeah,
Yes,
that'd be kind of cool. All right, so marrying the dragon. I'm going to have to.
Now you're in a weird spot.
I'm in a very weird
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
You're in a weird
It's
spot.
getting weird.
Oh,
it's
man.
getting weird.
I mean, do you have to bet it immediately?
Yes.
Yes.
You can't
You
wait.
you can't wait.
Can't wait 2 years and then bet them.
Are you
Yeah.
sure she's 16?
Yes, she's
Yes.
16.
She's a pretty good fighter for 16.
Yeah, she watches a lot of tapes.
Is that how she gets her skills?
Yeah, that's literally.
That
like
looks pretty
Kobe.
16 to me.
Yeah, it does.
As Brian points at.
The upskirt shot.
Yeah.
There.
That picture has some spotting.
Oh shit.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a weird spot because I want to marry a dragon, and that's not the weirdest part of this. I just realized.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Fuck the child.
Don't do it. We're not in the ocean right now, man.
Yeah,
Don't do
I
it.
mean, I might have to. I'm gonna have to kill Sakura because I really want a dragon.
I mean, society would prefer that you kill a child rather than fuck it.
And then and have her kill herself after the experience
Okay, and then,
by dragon.
but yeah, I will bed the the Puyo Puyo ball after, just for fun. See what that might feel weird.
Doc, you
but
really shaped our minds with
Interesting.
that pocket pussy comment.
Yeah.
You better
You-
hope
you
that
did-
Puyo Puyo ball doesn't change shapes.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm worried about it. Like it might, but hopefully it just kind of sits there.
I think it just stays as a ball.
It
No, they
doesn't-
just pop when you get like 4 of them together. They just pop.
I hope it doesn't pop when I'm. I hope I have 4 together. Do I have 4 together? No, right?
No,
I
just
don't know,
one.
maybe.
Just one
Just
Puyo
one,
ball.
okay.
Okay. All right. So those are my
Wow. Well, jeez.
tough choices.
Oof.
Calvin, now you're up. Calvin is gay, audience. Remember that. He is gay.
I
But
mean,
his choices do not reflect that.
But
They don't reflect that.
he's fucking a lot of women
not
in this.
for any of these choices. Well, okay, I would marry the child.
Child marriage, huh?
See, that sounds weird too.
Well, she is a child.
In America, you guys are very egocentric with your understanding of love.
Yeah.
The rest
Oh,
of
yeah, I
the
forget
world
you're
doesn't share
Austrian,
this.
right?
Yeah, where are you from originally?
You said Austria, right?
Yes,
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
schooled in England.
Very Austrian accent.
Although, hear me out. I would marry her, but because she knows a lot of kung fu and martial arts, I know she'd protect me. So,
But
More than a dragon.
Right. More
Yeah,
than a
no.
dragon somehow.
way more than dragon.
what? Have you ever seen a dragon? I've
you
seen a
seen-
16-year-old. Never seen a dragon before.
I mean, that 16-year-old
Yeah,
throws
that- well, I mean-
fireballs.
And
She
what-
has fire as well.
In what context have you seen a 16-year-old?
I just mean like walking down the street.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know? But dragon's like, oh, it's a dragon.
Plus, if I if I marry, no, I'm not gonna fuck her. But if I marry her, she can like help me when other 16-year-olds are mean verbally. She'll like.
Are you getting
back.
picked on by 16-year-olds?
So you need a 16-year-old too.
You know when you ride the train sometimes and people are like, "Look at that motherfucker," and she could be like, "Yo, back off, bitch."
Why are you riding the train at school times? Get a job.
Okay, interesting. So,
So,
marrying a child.
I marry the child.
We all heard that.
I would.
Yeah.
That's why this game is so good. These are very.
I mean, I
Odd choices.
feel not proud. I would.
Yes, boyo.
I mean,
Nope,
it
it's fucking the dragon.
is squishy, but I'd have to turn its face away so I wouldn't have to see it.
It's see-through. You'll see the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
really?
matter
Oh,
which way.
no.
It's transparent, so you can see the back of the eyes. That's
Ew,
even,
but then I'm gonna
that's even
see
worse.
if I
That's
finish
even
it.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see
so I'm
that
gonna
too.
see it all swimming all
Yeah.
around.
Oh,
in
it'll
there?
be stuck
Oh.
inside. Yeah.
I don't know how you clean a Puyo Puyo ball.
You throw it away. You don't clean it. That's why you have it
No,
for one
I'd have
night.
to clean it. I'd feel guilty.
That's it. And you're killing a dragon.
I'm definitely killing that dragon.
It's a friendly dragon.
It's purple.
Don't get involved in these kind of games. Is what I got to
I
tell
don't
you.
like
Dragon.
purple as a color. I'm gonna kill it. Sorry.
Again, he's not gay. I don't
Are you
think.
black? Black people love purple as a color.
That's true,
No,
too.
we love blurple. There's a variant.
What's
Wait,
blurple?
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's blurple?
What is blurple?
Blue purple. You never
Ah.
heard of this? Oh yeah, of course.
I've heard of this. This is the Oprah's elbows. Which I can fix.
I think there's a crayon called Oprah's elbows.
I think Manute Ball is blurple.
He is blurple.
Right? He's blurple.
He's
Yes.
definitely blurple.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Okay.
Wow. Good.
Way to take us there, Cal.
I hope you stuck to the end, folks. That was worth it right there.
I'm so sorry, Puyo.
I'm sorry, Sakura, that I had to kill her.
Yeah.
I mean, is she still? The game came out a year ago. She's still 16.
She's 16 now.
Yeah.
She's
You know what?
16.
I'm happy with my choices. I don't feel comfortable killing.
This game is a tough game. That's
It
what we
is,
realized
yeah.
after
Right.
playing it every episode. It's a difficult game
Yeah.
to honestly play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm honest. I think I have the best answers. So that's just
Is
me.
marrying a dragon?
I'm marrying. I'm the. Oh, this is my wife, a dragon. They'll be like, "Whoa, that guy's so cool." That's what's gonna happen.
No, I
mean
would say that
husband.
guy's a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Very true.
This is my husband, the dragon.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, it's a gay dragon marriage. So you're
That's
doing
okay.
gay bestiality. So
Well, I'm not. No, we don't fuck it. Remember, if you marry it, you said
right.
multiple times.
But you have fucked.
Oh, so you're treating a dragon like you're having a cat.
Well, I hate cats. I would love a dragon. Yeah,
We're gonna have to iron out these rules.
Yeah.
But
eventually, folks. Tweet us your responses
Yes.
and help us with these rules.
Doctor, you want to plug anything? You have any conferences you're going to, or you
Yeah.
know anything like that?
Yeah, the Manhattan Conference for breast implants and augmentations.
That's it.
I'll be there Not speaking, but if you want to. No, it's there's a little bit of a warrant.
A little bit.
But I'll be around that
You've been Queens.
vicinity
You'll be
there's a couple of old colleagues that I have to
Right.
come into contact with, but
Oh dear.
very
that's
sinister.
it.
Well, thank you so much for coming down.
Yes, thank you
Doc.
for your time.
Huge pleasure. Tell Lara we said hi. Maybe she can come
Yeah,
on the
maybe she'll.
podcast.
Yeah, I will,
We'd love to have her on the show. if you
I
can
would
get her.
definitely do that and give you guys a good plug, and maybe she'll be 251st listener.
Right.
Yes.
You're going to just plug our podcast for her to listen to, not to come be a guest on. That's great.
Everybody, thank you so much again for listening. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.